Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to the Columbus Civic Center, as this is the long-awaited matchup between your Columbus Rapids women's team taking on the Fayetteville Fury women's team. I am Richard Holdridge alongside Harrison Davis. Harrison, we had about a 3-week break, but it's good to be back. The team is hungry, ready to get it tonight, as it is first responders night. People that have are first responders, like teachers, educators, firefighters, police officers, get a free ticket if they show their military ID, show their ID. I keep saying military ID, but me being in the military. But we have some fans out. Hopefully we'll get some fans out tonight at the Columbus Civic Center for this first game, which we will talk about. But it's good to have you on the broadcast.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes. Beautiful day outside for some indoor soccer.
All right, so this is the rematch from the defeat by Fayetteville. Fayetteville defeated Columbus opening night at the Columbus Civic Center 5-3. Going to talk a little bit about that game because it was a back and forth game, and both teams, it could have gone either way. There were some lucky bounces, and Fayetteville had 3 goals scored by Sarah Magno. Fayetteville took the 1-goal lead. Olivia Gerald tied it, and it was tied 1-1 at halftime. And then right out the gate, in the beginning of the third period, Fayetteville scores the quick goal within 5 seconds. Sarah Magno, another goal. And again, Olivia Gerald ties it up. It's 2-2. And then Casey Hall, on a breakaway on a 2-on-1, makes it 3-2. And then the Fayetteville Fury had 2 unanswered goals, including a penalty kick with about 15 seconds left to go. And that was the ball game. Fayetteville since then has lost 4 straight. They dropped 2 games, including a 6-0 shutout to Memphis over the weekend. And so they're looking to try to regroup after losing 4 straight. They lost to Rome twice, and Columbus since then. Columbus is 1-5 on the year. They beat Memphis, their own victory of the season. But let's take a look of the standings in the NISL. The Memphis Americans in first place with a 6-1 record. We have Rome at 3-1, Fayetteville at 1-4, and Columbus at 1-5.
Our Father in heaven, we thank you for this opportunity to come together into this place and to experience the joy of this event. Father, we pray for all of the athletes and the coaches and the staff. Pray your blessings be upon them and that there can be safety tonight and that they can enjoy
out of Anderson University from Newry, South Carolina. And then making her second appearance is Brianna Conley out of Georgia Southern, number 26, and the leading goal scorer of the Columbus Rapids, Olivia Jarrell. She has 6 goals on the season, and she is getting the start as well. Harrison, what are your keys to this match between Fayetteville and Columbus?
Well, you know, as you said, both teams might not be incredibly happy with their record up to this point, but I'm sure they've been hard at work on the training field, and like you said, making changes to the lineup. They maybe both sides feel like they've got something to prove coming into this game after a little break, and I think the key is going to be lessons learned up to this point in the season. Do the players look comfortable on the pitch? Do the players look like they're getting comfortable with the game, working with each other as a team? Have you seen any lessons they might need to have taken away from their season so far?
And Fayetteville did score 5 goals in that first game. And that's the most scores, that's the most goals they've scored all year, as they've scored 2 against Rome. They were shut out against Memphis on Sunday's game. And Fayetteville's got a tough road because they've got to turn around after this game and travel up to the Landers Center in Memphis, Tennessee to take on the Memphis Americans for 2 more. So as we have the referees, another coaches, players meeting by the Rapids, as we are moments away from kickoff here at the Columbus Civic Center in the Fountain City. We are just getting excited here in the city of Columbus for indoor soccer, which is a very different game than the outdoor game. It's just like hockey. You have power plays, like a shorter field, and fast play, and a lot more goals.
Not to mention no offsides replaced by a 3-line rule.
All right, and of course, at goalie is Bria Riancho, and she has been solid at the goalkeeper position all season long. She's practiced.
Both sides getting in on the warm-up. Don't see a countdown to game.
There is no countdown to the game, so we're just going to keep it going. Just one of those things. So as we have, let's talk about that triple header next week. 3 games in 3 days.
That's going to be rough for them.
And what about you? Are you going to be playing in that co-ed tournament?
I am, actually.
Oh, nice. I got to check you out.
Yeah, I'm on Randall's team. I guess we will be sort of representing the home side for Columbus.
That is awesome. I cannot wait. It's a challenge, but I'm ready to do play-by-play for 3 straight games.
I wish I were ready.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna be. Your mic is muted.
Oh, how do I fix that?
Harrison's mic is muted. As we get ready, as they are warming up, Fayetteville making this trip from Fayetteville, North Carolina. The Columbus Rapids women's team. Don't forget that we have the men's team approximately minutes
live
from the finish of this contest.
I think I got my mic fixed. Sorry about that.
Oh, hey, yeah, we got you back. All right, Harrison.
Was I ever on?
I'm not sure, but we are trying to get through the technical difficulties here. And they're still playing the music. Both teams are warming up.
I say that's all right. It looks like the people are still trying to make their way from work and whatnot.
Oh yeah, these 5:30 starts. You got to factor that in.
You know, on a Thursday.
On a Thursday, too. A school night. But as always, DJ Mike over there does a fantastic job playing the music. I always enjoy when he comes out because he brings it. So, Harrison, what are you looking forward to about this game? What are your keys to the game?
Keys to the game? Oh, boy. Well, I want to see Columbus press the game, play it high, play it attacking. Of course, the coach probably has other plans, but I've seen a lot of counterattacking play. And a sign of dominance in soccer in general is controlling the game, controlling possession, and you always have a better chance of putting one in the net when the ball is at your feet consistently and when it's in front of your opponent's goal. It's as simple as that. So not getting frantic, not getting pressed and stuck in our own area, I think that'd do them a lot of good.
And I am looking forward to this match. One thing that has to happen is they got to set the tempo early. They got to be aggressive when necessary, but they cannot make the big mistake. I know that I've seen even in the men's team, anytime the goalie gets out of the box, anytime they're too aggressive, that the other team can capitalize.
Absolutely. And when you start playing that kind of game and getting frantic, getting out of position, you start getting tired legs. And even though, like you said, just like hockey, there's continuous open line substitutions. By the end of the game, it takes its toll. And if you can't play organized and together as a team, and you keep getting caught out of position and having to chase balls down, you're going to run out of legs by the end.
All right, it's time before we start this game. Here's a look at your leading goal scorers for the Columbus Rapids. Olivia Jarrell, the leading goal scorer with 6 goals on the season, followed by Casey Hall with 3. Martina Necrasis has 2. Brittany Conway, the captain, has 2. Emily Burke has 1. And Kalia Utsi has 1 as well. And so we do expect to see some goal scoring, and I'd like to see some attacks from Olivia Jarrell and Casey Hall, working together. They both have the striking capability. Casey Hall on a breakaway. She's got speed, and she has a very nice touch on the ball and ball control. That's very key. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the start of this match on the pitch here at the Columbus Civic Center. You're listening to the National Indoor Soccer League on YouTube and Beam 7. Back in a few.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify Intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want automatically. Just imagine. No more dead zones. No more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam.
Thanks, Dr. J. My back feels so much better. Now tell me where I can go for my headaches.
Really? You don't need to go anywhere else. That's what we do.
Well, what about my shoulder?
That's what we do.
Pinched nerve?
That's what we do.
Well, what about disc problems?
That's what we do.
Sciatica?
With almost 500,000 patient visits over the last 34 years, don't just take my word for it. Ask a friend.
Call Dr. J. Broadwin and Associates today.
I'm Wendy from Burgers and More on Highway 80 in Ladonia.
When I come to Burgers and More, I always get the corn dog.
When I come to Burgers and More, I always get the chili dog combo.
I always get the hot wings.
When I come to Burgers and More, I always get the buffalo wings.
We're known for our hamburgers and our country flights.
There's one more thing.
One more thing.
There's one more thing.
I always get a Pepsi.
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 We proudly serve Pepsi products, and we love Buffalo Rock.
With Beam's internet speeds getting faster and faster, you'll want to explore every last corner of the internet. So you're going to need a bigger screen. You can watch anything with over 175 channels. So you're probably going to need a bigger couch. Plus, with the $500 you'll save when you bundle 250 meg internet with Digital Advantage TV, well, you're definitely going to need a bigger wallet for all your extra money. And that means bigger smiles for everyone. Move forward with Beam, your hometown provider.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm Jataya, and I'm from Hog Rock Barbecue. We're on the 280 bypass in Phoenix City.
When I come to Hard Rock, I always get the beans and stew.
When I come to Hog Rock, I always get the chicken finger plate.
When I come to Hard Rock Barbecue, I always get the 5 chip sandwiches for $5.
I'm Peyton from Hog Rock. We're known for our 5 for $5 barbecue chip sandwiches.
But there's one more thing.
There's one more thing.
One more thing.
Always get a Pepsi.
Always get a Pepsi.
And I always get a Pepsi.
We proudly serve Pepsi products.
And we love Buffalo Rock.
It seems like every provider says they have fast, reliable internet.
Welcome back to the Columbus Civic Center. Richard Holdridge, Harrison Davis here. We're moments away from kickoff as Erica Underwood getting ready to kick it off for Fayetteville. Fayetteville in their traditional black jerseys. The Columbus Rapids in their traditional white jerseys with the Boo Cards logo on the front of the jerseys. Capel's got it. We are underway here at the Civic Center. Boda.
Fayetteville already pressing high.
Dumps it in the corner. Trying to go around Capel. Boda, back to Boda. Nice curl by Boda, back over to El Gioshi, the goalkeeper for Fayetteville. There's a header by the Rapids.
Controlled but lost.
Here comes Gerald. It's a 2-on-2. Here's a breakaway. Gerald, some footwork, a touch, left-footed shot, off the end to goal.
And it's a goal!
Own goal by Anna Boda. It took a deflection, and Boda really, Gerald's going to get the credit for the goal.
Oh yeah, that was well done on the break. 2 players making the run central and near side, and then you just see that runner coming in far side. She put the ball in the most dangerous place she could, straight across the net, far post, and that's hard to deal with. It looks like the keeper and defender lost communication there.
Had to have been the quickest goal in Rapids history.
I think so.
Jones. Fayetteville's got it. Boda dumps it in the corner, uses the plexiglass. Riancho on ball. Here comes Brittany Conway, the captain. She's had 2 goals on the season. And first touch by newcomer Goss. Brand new on the team. Conway back to Riancho. Riancho likes getting out of the box.
Playing it long off the wall.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Trying to get who actually shot that. It might be Goss, newcomer on the team. Conway trying to clear it out. Gerald. Little give and go that dumps into the corner. Haley Gomez and Conway fight for it. and Elglioshi kicks it out of the zone.
I really like how Columbus are playing, keeping it on the ground and just mean slide rule balls.
Elglioshi scoops it up. Gomez has it over in the far side. Took a deflection a little bit off the foot.
Yeah, that could have been a dangerous pass.
Header by Goss.
Yeah.
Casey Hall, she's got 3 goals on the season for Casey Hall. Literally took over that Memphis game when the Rapids beat Memphis. Conley, woo, that was Conley once, not twice. 2 saves by Elglioshi. We're gonna get a whistle. Looks like it'll be a free kick for the Fayetteville Fury.
And they'll play it simple out the back. Got line substitutions, 2 on, 2 off.
Jones has got it. Couple of dribbles. 11:22 to go here in the first period.
Good
Pass
switching
it over.
ball.
Boda. Boda back to the switch. Jones. Aggressive defensively. Megan Byers checks into the game. Kalia Yutzi also in the game for Columbus. Ariel Jones passes it back to Riancho.
And wants it right back.
Ariel Jones. She's had some looks. Ariel Jones trying to get her first goal on the season. Yutzi, little give and go to Jones near side.
Yeah, Jones joined the season a little late. Was it last game was her first? So she'll be looking to find her stride, I think.
Yutzi. Yeah, Ariel Jones, she is one of those players, a brand new addition to the team, a couple of games.
With a nice control there out of the air.
Megan Byers scored the first goal in Rapids history. Hopefully, she's hoping to get another goal. She's had some pretty good looks, especially against Fayetteville in that opener.
Yeah, that's a sweet title to hold, though. First goal ever.
She'll remember that for the rest of her career. Here's a breakaway, a 3-on-2 dumped in the corner. Jones and Vadney fighting for it. Columbus much more aggressive in this game compared to the home opener against Fayetteville. Rapids are controlling the possession.
Yeah, it's been relatively even. Both teams looking to do about the same thing, play out of the back, look for an opening. But I think Columbus have looked more composed on the ball, and so they have the possession time.
Stoppage of play, Fayetteville on the ball.
Nice team defending there.
Brittany Conway, back over to Hall. Hall to Byers. Deflected, and it goes out of play. Jones with the deflection. And we do have a stoppage of play. It'll be a free kick for Columbus. Goss, middle of the field. She thought about taking a shot. She's going to take a pass to Hall. Hall passes it back to Goss. 1 touch, 2 touch. There's a lob deflection. Brittany Conway. And just the angle on that, it just kicked the ball off the foot, and it goes out of play above the net. Molly Ambrose passes it to Jones. Jones dribbles. Let's see what Columbus wants to do here. They want to press. Underwood. Olivia Gerald back in the game. Over to Goss. Dribbles a couple of times. Pass to Conway. Took a bad deflection. It goes right to the goalkeeper, Elglioshi. 7:40 left to go in this first period. and Columbus has the early 1-goal lead. Here comes Gerald. Gerald dribbles. She's got 2 defenders on her, and Fayetteville played that nicely.
Yeah, well, they had the numbers.
And Fayetteville has a one-on-one breakaway, and Riancho clears it out.
A dangerous bouncing ball through.
Capel, and a deflection by Goss. Capel controls it. Ambrose to Underwood. It's dumped in the corner. Riancho over to Gerald. Gerald kicks it all the way to the other yellow line. Ambrose dribbles. Ambrose kicks it to Russell. Columbus, if they could get this, could have a breakaway. They had an opportunity.
Little miscommunication there, but I really like the way Columbus is pressing high, getting pressure up the field, like I said.
Wasting no time with that kick. The free kick, you just waste no time. You just go ahead and take it.
Oh, yeah. Just get it right back going.
In the corner, and we are going to have a whistle.
Yeah, so essentially the strategy there, it makes less sense to let your opponents get set defensively than it does to try to, make a play yourselves. So you just try to take advantage of the situation.
Goss has a shot and a save by Elglioshi. That was a pretty good shot by Goss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, low and hard, but keeper was there all day.
She was right in place. Russell, couple of dribbles, a lob pass, header by Goss. Ariel Jones could not control it. Now she's got it. A dribble over to Utsi. Utsi gets taken to the ground, and we're going to have a foul.
Ariel is doing a lot of work there.
Like you said, Harrison, the possession's been 50-50 so far.
Yeah, 50-50, but I would say Columbus has had the better looks here with the 1-2 to the outside.
That takes a deflection off the wall. It's played by Goss over to Conley. Utsi, nice bicycle kick. Utsi has 2 defenders on her. That was a sweet bicycle kick.
Not giving it up.
Conley tries to play it off a deflection. An easy play by Elglioshi, the goalkeeper for Fayetteville, who was busy in that the Memphis games over the weekend.
Ariel using her body to
nice
win
give and
the
go
ball.
from Utsi to Conley. Conley dribbles it, left foot, passes it over to Byers. Byers has an open lane. Byers shoots, and it goes above the net. She had an open look.
She did, and it's even though she's just over half field, that's not all that far. That'd be like a shot from just outside the 18 on a full pitch.
So we do have a line change. Sydney Vadney comes back into the game. 3:46 left to go. Casey Hall trying to control it. Here comes Fayetteville. There's an opportunity. Quintanilla, shot off. Just wide. Just wide. And it goes out of play. That was probably the best look so far that Fayetteville's had.
Yeah,
just wide of the net.
Mistake by the defender, but one mistake is all it takes.
Quintanilla had a very good opportunity. So Jones is going to take this free kick. Actually, the roster says Jones, but it is Leggert. Conley.
Columbus with some numbers.
Nice curl bend. Vadney, deflection. Vadney gets it right back over to Megan Byers. Byers pushes it up, hits the plexiglass.
Ooh. Just an unlucky bounce there.
Vadney really wanted that header.
Yeah, she did. She put herself in the right place, but you can just never know how those are going to come off the wall and then come off the field.
Casey Hall over to Vadney. Conley, Casey Hall. Let's see if there's a foot race forward, and we're going to get a whistle. Looks like Casey Hall gets taken down. Another line change for both clubs. The captain coming back in, and she's going to take this free kick.
Straight to it.
Oh, gotta love those kicks off set pieces.
Yeah, she wasted no time. Stepped right up and went for it.
I do like the play and the leadership of Brittany Conway. Has 2 goals on the year. She had a goal in that Memphis game, was like Matt Austin likes to say, an absolute missile.
Yeah, that was a beautiful call.
Olivia Gerald kicks it out of play. She is the leading goal scorer for the Columbus Rapids with 6. She did have 2 goals in that first game against Fayetteville, and both were when Columbus was trailing. Columbus now has the 1-goal lead in this game. So the strategy may change a little bit.
It may, but if I were Columbus, I wouldn't want to give up the precedent they've set of really attacking the ball, not getting complacent on decent defense, not absorbing the pressure, but really going after it, winning the ball.
And it was kicked out of play, so we will have a free kick right at the yellow line, and that goes above the crossbar.
Yeah, that's the delay of game call, right? Yeah,
of course. Riancho, about a minute to go here in the first period. It'd be a win if Columbus can get out of this first period up 1, but they would love to get another one. Brittany Conway looked like she was being held, and she takes to the turf.
Good use of body, but she'll get the foul for it.
Well, and also in the indoor game, there is a lot more physical play, and sometimes the refs let them play on.
Oh, absolutely. Some of the games earlier in the season, I wasn't happy with how willing the refs were to call, but as the season's gone on, it's looked better. They've let them play.
Legger dumps it in the corner, 27 seconds.
Almost a mistake, but now she's on the break.
Olivia Gerald, foot race. Gerald, shot saved by Elglioshi.
Just trying to get her foot on it, went near post. It looked good, but keeper's there.
Plus, with time winding down, you don't have a whole lot of opportunities. She had a very tight window to try to get that in there. But Olivia Gerald she strikes it very perfectly, and that's why she has 6 goals on the season.
Absolutely.
That's the end of the first quarter. The Columbus Rapids lead the Fayetteville Fury 1-0. Back in a few.
I know.
Harrison, what do you think of that first quarter?
I loved it. I loved what I saw from both teams. It was a good quarter of soccer. Exciting play. They're both getting after the ball. And it's good to see the Rapids getting on top. We'll see if they keep their strategy or settle in. If I were them, I wouldn't. I'd get after it.
All right, we'll be back for a quick commercial break. You're listening to the National Indoor Soccer League on YouTube and Beam 7.
With Beam's internet speeds getting faster and faster, you'll want to explore every last corner of the internet. So you're going to need a bigger screen. You can watch anything with over 175 channels. So you're probably going to need a bigger couch. Plus, with the $500 you'll save when you bundle 250 meg internet with Digital Advantage TV, well, you're definitely going to need a bigger wallet for all your extra money. And that means bigger smiles for everyone. Move forward with Beam, your hometown provider.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify Intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want, automatically. Just imagine, no more dead zones, no more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Welcome back to the Columbus Civic Center, the start of the second period. The Columbus Rapids has the 1-0 lead over Fayetteville. As we get ready, kickoff, Conley passes to Gerald. Gerald over to Ariel Jones. Jones takes a couple of dribbles and passes it over to Canty. That's a nice steal there by Fayetteville, and they're on the counter. Cable. Goss. Pat passes it over to Riancho. Plays it off the glass. Controlled by Gerald, and she takes a couple of dribbles, and it's a foot race. She's got the speed, and she's got a breakaway, and there's a goal!
Yeah! Oh, you can see that developing.
What a goal! Olivia Gerald had the breakaway. Brianna Conley scores her first goal of the season. Thanks on a 2-on-1, Olivia Gerald, 2-0 Rapids.
Yeah, she did a great job of holding her run, timing it, just keeping right up with her, and that last burst of speed as she gets the pass off. That was very athletic for both of those players.
Brianna Conley at the 13:52 mark.
Cleaning up from the back. And Columbus possibly on another break.
Oh, they're being aggressive. Gerald to Conley. Conley, Gerald, little deflection. Still in the hot zone for Fayetteville, as I like to call it.
It's the semicircular box.
Fayetteville with a 2-goal deficit, playing a little possession. Played off the wall.
A nice header forwards.
Boda with the header in the corner. Gerald playing on defense. There's a shot by Leggert. Just wide.
Hit strong, but couldn't keep it down.
And we're going to get a line change for both teams. Megan Byers. Just a lob pass. Foot race. Conley, Ambrose, who wants it? Fayetteville's got an opportunity here if they could play it right. They do have the numbers. A little bit of control, low percentage shot.
I think that was a miscommunication there.
Easy play by Riancho. Little lob in the corner. Ambrose tracks it down, takes a couple of dribbles.
And Fayetteville's got the runner, but another miscommunication. That or she just wanted time for the line change there.
I tell you what, Harrison, I really want to see Megan Byers score another goal. She had the first goal in franchise history, and she really deserves to get another one. Oh, it's a foot race. Riancho.
Stepping out to control her box.
Well, she has very good self-awareness as a goalie. Yeah. A little too much for... Here's Conway.
Ooh. That could have been disastrous for Columbus there. Yeah, Fayetteville's starting to feel the pressure. They know they have to score to stay in this, with Columbus looking pretty comfortable in the ball.
Ariel Jones. Actually, Aaron Brady. Ariel Jones is number 2. Brady's 22, so.
Well, bad touch, but fighting to win it back. Well done.
We do have a new player there on the Rapids. and hopefully we will get her name, not even on the roster. I mean, head coach Miguel Galindo is signing players. He's been signing some players this week. Of course, it's been a 2-week break. The last time Columbus played was on January 22nd up at the Lander Center against Memphis.
Oh, and I mean, he's not going to stop. I mean, it's a new club, and there are a lot of players out in the world that want their shot at this.
Bree Canty, a nice header to Utsi. Utsi had an opportunity. Gives over to Aaron Brady, the veteran defense person for the Rapids. Aaron Brady's been with the team since day one. So has Megan Byers. Looks like Byers is playing defense. She was a midfielder.
Oh.
Yeah, very low percentage shot.
Yeah, couldn't get her foot on it really. Almost looked tired.
Well, sometimes you have the angle. And one thing is that Columbus does have fresh legs. They've been off for 2 weeks. Fayetteville had 2 games against Memphis last weekend. Columbus has the advantage.
I would have to agree. I mean, a week is a week, but this game takes its toll.
Legard, and there's a shot, and it goes above, out of play. Stoppage of play. The ref will touch the ball and give it back to Riancho. Brady. Casey Hall.
Did well to control it in the middle of that triangle of opponents.
Riancho. I like how she gets past the yellow line so she can avoid the 3-line rule. She's a very smart goalkeeper. Capel. Fayetteville, that goes out of play, hit a fan. Some of those fans have got to be, they're in the danger zone down there. They got to just have some self-awareness.
Yeah, they love it.
Casey Hall, she's got 2 defenders. She'll just pass it. And then pass back to Casey Hall. She has a shot opportunity.
Yeah, I like that look. Spread the defender wide, get it right back, and open up for the shot.
And Elglioshi with the save. Here comes Capel. Couple of touches back to Elglioshi.
And God, Columbus is not letting up, pressing constantly, forcing the mistakes just like that, forcing the turnover, and back on the attack.
Brady dribbles, repositions herself. Header by Fayetteville. Casey Hall, Gerald. What a 1-2 combination. Casey Hall and Gerald using some teamwork.
Yeah, but good looking out by the keeper. That ball was on frame.
Gerald's had some pretty good shots. She could easily have 3 goals in this game. She's had some easy shots. The last period, she had a very low percentage shot, but it was a foot race. Time was winding down. But if she could have had just a little bit more, it probably would have went in. I mean, her touch has been on point.
Of course, today, all these Columbus players are they're having a good day with their feet. I can say that.
Very disciplined. Conway, looks like some little collision right there between Conway and Russell. Columbus gets it back. There's a deflection.
Yeah, she was trying to use her player and the defender as cover so that maybe the keeper wouldn't spot that ball coming in, but of course it hits the wall.
And is that out of play? It looked like Underwood had it. Refs is going to just let them play on. It hit the top of the wall, but it didn't go over, so it's still in play.
I don't know if he actually made the call or not, but Oh
yeah, it's a judgment call.
She just played it back. Either way, it would have been the same.
There is a shot by Leggard and a save by Riancho.
A little bit of an easy catch.
Riancho just makes it look easy.
Well, she does, but I can tell you she'd love to have those shots all day.
And she also has very good footwork.
Yeah, you can see her pressed almost to half field now.
I'm very impressed. Columbus has got a 2-goal lead, and they are pressing. Putting the pressure on Fayetteville. Goss, that was intended for Casey Hall. Hall off the board, and there's a shot by Canty using the boards. I think Hall intended for that to hit the board.
Yeah. Yeah, they were ready to pounce right there in the box. It just, again, you never know how it's going to come out. You just got to be there and try again, and one of those is going to fall your way.
Conley to Conway. Conway.
Yeah, I would actually akin that to like rebounds in basketball.
Oh, in indoor soccer, they use the wall a lot. I've been watching a lot of the replays of the games. They use the wall a lot. Ooh, we might have a breakaway here for Columbus. Canty, she has an opportunity, a deflection by Underwood. Here's a scoring opportunity as well, just wide. Goss.
Ooh, she'd like that back.
Fayetteville takes advantage. Gomez.
Good defending, getting her body between the opponent and the ball. The nice touch there between the legs.
And Riancho just plays it off the wall and gives it right back to Columbus with 4:35 left to go in the second period. Columbus has had a different strategy. Here comes, you had 3 defenders there for Fayetteville, but a good defensive play by Columbus. Gomez, over to Madden. Byers.
Tried to make the one-touch turn, but gave it up.
Couple of line changes for both teams. One thing about this second period that Columbus is really just trying to play the possession game. Their game has not changed, and they're waiting for Fayetteville to make the big mistake.
Well, that's what, and we got, break through the middle. She's still winning the foot.
Short, they have an opportunity, and the save by Elglioshi. Conley, she had an opportunity to get her second goal.
But back to what you were saying, when Columbus goes up 2-0 like this, they get to dictate the speed of the game. They get to dictate possession.
You have a Leggert, and then she gives it over to a nice breakaway by Quintanilla. But Columbus right there on defense plays the war. Quintanilla deflected off Utsi. Brady.
Yeah, that was a very clever ball to rebound it right into the middle.
And it's out of play. A scoring opportunity there for Fayetteville. Quintanilla had an opportunity to cut into this lead. And great self-awareness on defense by Aaron Brady.
Yeah, in those situations in the box, you cannot get stuck on your feet. You've got to stay quick and light and ready to react to anything.
Here comes Columbus on a counter. Brittany Conway deflected by Ambrose, but Columbus gets it right back. Megan Byers. Byers, does she have an opportunity? Deflected by Leggert.
Touched a little too far out in front of her.
Casey Hall, and we're going to get a whistle. I'm telling you, Harrison, I'm just excited Megan Byers gets her second goal of the season because she made history, scoring the first ever goal in Rapids history against the Memphis Americans on opening night.
She did, and she looks hungry tonight, so.
We are less than 2 minutes away till halftime. Columbus holding on to the 2-0 lead over the Fayetteville Fury.
Great physical defending right here. Didn't allow the turn.
Leggert dribbles near side. And that is a nice save by Riancho as Olivia Gerald. Good defensive heads-up play. Casey Hall. Nice give-and-go touch to Gerald. Breakaway, Gerald. Over to Casey Hall.
And she puts
it in. Casey Hall. 4th goal on the season. Olivia Gerald with the assist. 2nd assist of the game. Harrison, Olivia Gerald is the perfect teammate. She has opportunities to score these goals, and she lets her other teammates score. It's amazing.
Oh, she's done a great job breaking into space, getting out in the open, and they know she's dangerous herself. As soon as that defender steps to her, she just releases that ball right out in front, and twice now. That was beautiful.
Well, Columbus has a 3-0 lead, but Fayetteville had an opportunity right there. Capel, Riancho, 36 seconds left to go. We're going to get a whistle and a free kick by Fayetteville. Erica Underwood going to take this free kick. See if Fayetteville can design something off a set piece. Shot on goal, hits the plexiglass just wide. Gerald, oh, her dribbling skills are incredible.
Absolutely.
Olivia Gerald, Brittany Conway, 9 seconds. Did Columbus have another shot? Plays it off the wall.
3
Deflection.
seconds.
Oh, that was very close. Elglioshi with the save. There's the horn. And Columbus has the largest lead they have had all season.
Wow.
They lead the Fayetteville Fury 3-0. Harrison, your thoughts on that first half?
Oh, they're going to be happy with themselves. I think they went out and executed their game plan exactly as designed. And it's only a 3-point lead. We've seen the kind of scores that can be racked up in these games, so it's not over, but they do look to be in control.
The goals coming from Olivia Gerald, Casey Hall, and Conley. Conley got her first goal of the season, and Columbus has a 3-0 lead over Fayetteville. So that we're going to go ahead and take a break, catch our breath. You're listening to the National Indoor Soccer League on the YouTube channel for the NISL and Beam 7. Back for a break, and then we'll have the recap of the first half and the start of the second half.
Yes, sir. Do I have permission to breathe?
Oh, yes. Harrison, you have permission to breathe. I really thank you for your color commentary, because there was a couple games at the beginning of the season where I was doing play-by-play by myself.
Oh, that can be hard with no one to talk to.
All right, thanks. Back in a few.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify Intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want, automatically. Just imagine, no more dead zones, no more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam.
We're back at the Columbus Civic Center. Richard Holdridge, Harrison Davis. The start of the third period. Columbus with a 3-0 lead over Fayetteville.
Yeah, that was a fun first half. But both teams with work to do, though.
And Fayetteville with the kickoff has the possession first, and right off the gate, Columbus intercepts it, and they're on a counter. Olivia Gerald, who else? Aaron Brady, near side, shot, saved by Elglioshi. Rebound, deflection, shot. Aaron Brady, it was intended for her, it's dumped into the wall.
Already looking dangerous on attack.
Ariel Jones, Gerald in the corner, fighting for it. And back out to Brady. Brady, Casey Hall. Hall's got a goal already. There's a shot, saved by Elglioshi.
You can see she was going for the screen from the runner and just ripped the shot right at the keeper, though.
Columbus wastes no time in this second period, already with a 3-goal lead.
Nah, they took control in the first half, and they're looking to keep it.
Fayetteville with the possession. Defense by Gerald, breakaway, a 3-on-2. Gerald saved by Elglioshi.
She's not happy with that one. She knew she had 2 players to help her out.
I mean, she's had 2 assists in this game as well. 3 points.
Oh yeah, she wanted the goal on that one.
Fayetteville on the counter. Gomez. Little touch, Capel. Little give and go. Capel scored.
Ooh.
And Fayetteville cuts into this lead. Maddie Capel with the goal. 3rd goal on the season for the Fayetteville Fury striker. And it's now 3-1.
Like I said, in these games, they can be back in there just like that. Capel did a really good job using her body, really tying up the defender, got free.
And a deflection, and Ariel Jones just kicks it out of play as Fayetteville anticipated the interception. They were looking for the counter, but Ariel Jones, good defensive heads-up play, but is kicked out of bounds. Free kick, Fayetteville. Gomez.
A bobble.
Oh, and that's a save by Riancho. Slipped out of her fingers and very close.
I'm sure I'm not the only one wondering if that one briefly bounced over the line.
Double team on Casey Hall, and now here comes a deflection off Goss over to Gerald. Gerald dribbles,
Driving.
Left-footed strike, and an easy play by Elglioshi.
It was hard to tell if she just didn't get a foot on it or if she was trying to play the through ball.
I just don't think she got the best. That's not the shot she really wanted.
Right.
3-1 is your score here in the 3rd period. Casey Hall. Elglioshi. Play has picked up a little bit.
Yeah, the crowd's getting lively too.
Header, Goss. We have a breakaway for Columbus. Goss dribbles, passes it over to Gerald. Far side, Gerald. Couple dribbles, deflection off Fayetteville. Goss. Fayetteville kicks it back over to Riancho. We've had 4 minutes gone by in this 3rd period. And that was very, very close. Goss had an attempt, and it was sandwiched between the post and Elglioshi's back.
Yeah, I love that play. Keeper just, like you pointed out earlier, being smart, crossing over her line, and then just playing that ball off the wall. Good rebound and great shot.
Ambrose. Aaron Brady controls it, takes a couple of touches. Intended for Casey Hall, plays it off the board. Hall back over to Byers. One touch to Brady. Brady, couple dribbles. Brady, a shot intended for the zone, a deflection. Brittany Conway with a shot just wide, and that sails into the crowd.
Yeah, just clearing it there. We've seen too many times what happens when you let the ball bounce around in your box.
And the Columbus players are saying that that's got to be a delay game, but it's not. It's a free kick for Columbus. I thought it would be a delay game.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know for sure, but perhaps it's only a delay game if they kick it out, like on their side of the line.
I believe so. That was a nice shot by Byers. That was a save by Elglioshi. Yeah, I'll have to get more
I could be completely wrong about that.
Yeah, I got to see some clarification on that. Easy play by Riancho, and she sets up the counter for Columbus. Here comes Conley over to Conway. Conway being patient, taking her time. A deflection off Leggert, and
one-on-one.
We have a one-on-one scenario between Megan Byers and Fayetteville. Do not have a name on number 21. There's a just wide.
Yeah, there we go. Byers did a good job to force her wide. And now Columbus back on the break.
We have a counterattack.
3v2.
Nice curl by Conley. Plays it off the boards. And there's a goal! Columbus makes it 4-1. They get the equalizer off that last goal by Fayetteville. Number 19, brand new to the team. We've tried to find her on the roster. I've asked everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's just a number change.
It could be a number change. What a player. That might be Danielle Gray because she was number 16. So a goal by Danielle Gray. I'm going to say that's Danielle Gray, Harrison.
Don't ask me.
And she'll correct me later if I'm wrong. 4-1 is your score.
Yeah, but that was exactly the kind of use of the wall that her coach is looking for.
Play that wall. Ooh, nice behind the leg kick by Erica Underwood. It's a pretty sweet move by Underwood. It's like a no-look pass in basketball.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the no-look pass is absolutely a thing.
Gray over to Gerald. Gerald dribbles. Gerald, deflection. And Elglioshi, yeah, it got pushed out, and Fayetteville's right there to clear. But Columbus, relentless on the attack.
Always there to do the work.
Still not out of the woods for Fayetteville. Columbus playing aggressive on defense. Aaron Brady. Brady over to Gerald. Olivia Gerald.
And they'll switch.
Dribbles, there's a shot. And oh!
Almost a deflection own goal.
Very close. And it was inches away of going in off a Fayetteville defender's deflection. And we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, these girls are fighting now.
Like, I've actually made the comment about Olivia Gerald, like on podcasts, on the coach's show. She's a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
She's 6 goals, 7 goals now on the year. She has 2 assists in this game.
Yeah, she makes her presence known on the field, that's for sure.
Casey Hall over to Conley. Conley's already got a goal. She's dribbling. Conley passing it to Sydney Vadney. Vadney left-footed strike, deflected. Maddie Capel with the good defensive deflection. Sydney Vadney
settling it down, restart the attack.
Back over to Brady. Brady to Casey Hall. Hall deflected by Ariel Jones. And Fayetteville gets it right back.
And neither of the touches she was looking for, but
Haley Gomez. A pass off the wall, deflected, back to Gomez. Gomez dribbles, she has an opportunity. There's a shot and a save by Riancho. Riancho makes it look so easy, and especially with the passes. Yeah, Sydney Vadney. Columbus has an opportunity. Danielle Gray passes over to Brady. Brady shot off the plexiglass. Danielle Gray goes down. Columbus, no whistle. Aaron Brady deflected.
Plays it. Oh.
And Fayetteville gets it right back. Legont.
Yeah, not in a hurry. Wanted to get numbers.
They didn't have the numbers. And are the refs letting them play on? No call.
Columbus getting physical, winning that ball back, and
Goss,
3-on-3.
Left-footed strike, deflected by Fayetteville. Gomez, Goss, got a little tripped up on the turf, hit the turf monster. Deflection, and Columbus plays the smart play, and that's still in bounds. Yeah, that took a backspin and went out of bounds. And it will be a free kick for Fayetteville. 4:23 left to go. Hits the plexiglass.
Searching for the rebound, and she gets it.
She got her second goal, and she actually got the rebound. Riancho was out of position, and Fayetteville cuts right back into this lead. Fayetteville's not going away, Harrison.
No, this game's going to be a fight to the end.
It's not going to be comfortable for Columbus at all. Fayetteville, who scored 5 goals against Columbus in that first game of the season.
Well, it's more comfortable than being
tied or down.
Well, yeah, role reversed, and they're going to settle down here maybe.
Goss, right-footed strike. Kalia Utsi. Pretty good ball control on those couple toe tappers.
Oh, yeah, playing out of the air.
Reminds me of that Nate Brady goal by the Fayetteville men's team against Memphis. That's the standard right now. And we'll talk about that when we get closer to the men's game. Because I want to talk about that goal.
Yeah, that was a pretty control.
Ambrose. Fayetteville on the attack, down 4-2. Heads up play back to Elglioshi. Ambrose, near side. Montez, and right to Riancho, and Conway did not have the numbers, so she's setting things up. Conway passes over to Jones.
Smart play.
Gerald. Jones uses the wall, and a nice deflection by Ambrose. Jones deflected again, Fayetteville.
And they're going to need to reorganize.
Legart clears up the mess, gives it back to Elglioshi. 2 minutes and some change left to go here in the third period. And we're going to get a line change for Columbus. Dumps it in the corner. Goss lets Riancho kick it, and it goes out of play, and we're going to have a free kick.
Yeah, down under 2 minutes. Fayetteville is pressing hard.
Fayetteville knows they are down by 2 goals, and so the strategy is to get aggressive. But can Columbus answer? Danielle Gray. We're going to talk about the men's team, because coming up after this game, we will have the doubleheader. The men's team is taking on the undefeated Fayetteville Fury team for the men. They swept the Memphis Americans. And what can you say about Nate Brady? And not only that goal in that first game that should have been just probably the goal of the year, but he also had a big goal to put Fayetteville in the lead against Memphis, and they won that game in overtime. But it's going to be a tough road for Fayetteville because they have to take on Memphis the next 2 nights, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. Each game there gets harder. Your legs just lose a little bit of power, and the more tired you get, the more fatigued you get, the sloppier your touch gets, and the more it just becomes a fight instead of a fancy soccer match, if you know what I mean.
As we have a free kick with 56 seconds left to go in the third period. Aaron Brady dribbles a couple times. There's a shot, and Elglioshi with the handball.
Tip over the top.
Tip over the top, yeah.
Yeah, that was a rip.
Aaron Brady trying to get her first goal on the year. She's been outstanding on defense. And here comes Columbus on a set piece. Aaron Brady over to Sydney Vadney, deflected off Fayetteville. Vadney racing for it, and Fayetteville will track it down. But Columbus wastes no time on defense getting it back.
Yeah, loose touch there.
They've been exchanging possession back and forth because they've been aggressive. Megan Byers, Sydney Vadney, a tapper, Danielle Gray. She's already got a goal so far. Aaron Brady, 8 seconds. Brady, Vadney, dribbles. Fayetteville is right there, and that's the horn. We got 1 more period to go. The Columbus Rapids lead the Fayetteville Fury 4-2.
Oh yeah, I mean, neither team are going to let up here. It's going to be a fight to the end. And like I said at the start, if you can keep the ball in your opponent's box and your opponent's final third, then you've got a pretty good chance, especially the way Columbus has been staying pretty disciplined, pretty organized, still keeping ladies back to deal with those breakaways. But whoever can push the ball into the other's side, I think they'll come out with the chances and the advantage.
Oh, and you could see the Go Jump Slide, one of our major sponsors, with the jump around cam, as fans are getting excited about getting some t-shirts. Hey, Harrison, they're not going to reach us up here.
What? Don't break my heart.
I know. No, but this is a good time to actually thank our many sponsors of Columbus Rapid Soccer, Chattahoochee Scuba, and of course Boog Carts, which is the main sponsor on the front of the jerseys. And we also have Applebee's, the Houston Clinic, and Pepsi. Thank you for supporting Columbus Rapid Soccer. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the fourth period. You're listening to the National Indoor Soccer League on YouTube and Beam 7.
Yeah.
14 minutes to go. Columbus holding on to that 2-goal lead. This first game, it was very close too. Fayetteville came out on top 5-3. Gerald over to Conway. Back out to Jones. That's a Goss. Sidney Vadney. Conley. Conley plays it off the wall over to Vadney. Scooped up by Oglioshi. And then kind of like a throw-in. You don't see the throw-in in the indoor game, but the goalkeeper threw that ball like you would see a throw-in.
Well, anytime she collects it in play, that's just, you know, the difference in her position. And ball's in her hand, she gets to use that.
Oh, here comes Quintanilla and Gerald trying to go for it. Quintanilla aggressive on defense. Free kick coming up for Columbus. That looks like it's going to be our first power play of the match. This is exactly what Columbus needs. But Fayetteville's going to want to try to kill this penalty too.
Yeah, it puts them in a tough position because they'd like to hold the ball as much as possible, being a man down, but they can't afford to. They're down 2 goals. They have to press.
Megan Byers. A strike
What
and
a
a goal!
shot! What a stunner!
Megan Byers! Oh, Harrison, that was like the same goal that she scored in the opener.
Oh my God, she took that little stutter step, almost lulled them into thinking she wasn't going to take the shot, looking for the pass, and then just rips it.
And I'm going to dedicate this one to Matt Austin. An absolute missile by Megan Byers. Thank you, Matt. I'm giving Matt Austin the credit because he called that goal for Brittany Conway. Plays
dangerous.
off the wall. Capel over to Riancho. 5-2 now is your score. Each time Fayetteville scores a goal, Columbus comes back with the equalizer.
Fortunately for them, it's more than an equalizer. They're
especially in the 4th period.
Quickly putting this game out of reach.
El Glioshi plays it off the wall. Ambrose dribbles past the yellow line. Ambrose over to Underwood. Underwood taking her time. A soft touch back to Ambrose. Ambrose, a touch all the way across the field. A lob into the corner. Goss plays it off. And it's still in play. Gray. Foot race. Gray.
Plays straight through.
Danielle Gray. Shot. Saved by El Glioshi. Danielle Gray had the one-on-one opportunity to make this a 4-goal lead for Columbus. Gray, a little tapper. Byers. El Glioshi. A little bit of contact, but the refs are going to let you contact in the indoor game.
Oh, especially with the keeper stepping out of her box like that. The attacker has every right to go for that ball.
Underwood, just a little soft tap over to Leggett. Ambrose, the 1-2 touch, control, intercepted by Gerald. This place is going to erupt if Gerald can get something going here. And Gerald has just really good ball skills too. Great speed, great dribble. Goss. We got a 4-on-3 opportunity. Gerald deflected by Fayetteville. Gerald didn't necessarily have the open lane, but she's going to take those shot opportunities.
Yeah, I think all these girls got the taste of blood this game. They're going straight for goal.
Smelling blood in the water. Aaron Brady. Center field. Deflection.
Almost a nice play through the middle.
And it goes out of play thanks to the backspin. And we are going to have a free kick, but a major line change by Fayetteville. Get some fresh legs in there after playing the 2 games against Memphis. And Harrison, do you think that could be a factor too, that they played 2 games last weekend and Columbus has had 2 weeks off?
It's always a factor. I would almost say more that Columbus has had that time to go behind the scenes, work on things in practice, train hard, and come out with a fresh mindset as much as fresh legs, though.
Ambrose back over to Leggett. Leggett over to the far side. Columbus, and it goes out of play. We'll have a free kick coming up for the Fury. 8:37 left to go. Columbus with a 3-goal lead, trying to pick up their 2nd victory of the season. And that was just a miscommunication there by Fayetteville. They were trying to go for the set piece. Ambrose in the corner.
Just a heavy touch.
A little too much for Leggett.
You have to be careful.
Let's get it out. Casey Hall over to Utsi. Back out to Utsi. We have a counter for Columbus. They have numbers if they want it. Over to Goss. Couple of toe tappers. A Goss, a strike and a save. Goss with the right-footed strike, and
almost
El
a
Glioshi.
repeat.
Oh yeah, but El Glioshi did not want to have that happen, and she denied the shot attempt, and it goes out of play. It'll be a free kick for Columbus. You got to think quick. Indoor game, they come at you fast. Riancho. And that will go out of play. 7:30 left to go in the game. And the Columbus Rapids leading the Fayetteville Fury 5-2.
Oh, a missed throw there.
It was just a mistake. Conway deflection. Header by Fayetteville. Conley has been great in this game. She's already got a goal. She's played a lot of minutes. She's been physical. She's been aggressive. Brady.
Yeah, it's been a good connecting piece as well.
Over to Casey Hall. She hits the turf monster. Very close to the wall, and it goes out of play. Free kick coming up for Columbus. And yet another line change for the Fury. The captain, Brittany Conway, will do this free kick.
Yeah, Fayetteville is searching for anything they can get.
And that, I don't know if that was intent. Her intent was just to play off the plexiglass and hope for the rebound?
I think so. I think she played it a little high and a little wide of what she was hoping for. She wanted to drop right down into that play.
Well, she has the leg for it for a good rebound. Aaron Brady over to Conley. Conley, nice move. Conley dribbling, shot, deflected off Fayetteville. Shot,
and it's in through the keeper's legs.
Through the keeper's legs. Casey Hall. Second goal of the game. Fifth goal on the season. Number 6, Casey Hall. She's been a good luck charm. She was a guest on the podcast last week.
Yeah, the ladies in white are, I think they're having fun now.
6-2 is your score. 5:30 left to go. Fayetteville capable, deflected by Hall. And a nice deflection there by Hall. Brittany Conway, a foot race, but Elglioshi is right there. She will not be denied. She comes right out of the box. 5 minutes to go. I don't want to say that the victory is at hand because no lead is safe in indoor soccer. No lead is safe in indoor soccer. I mean, we know that from the Rome Columbus game, and a save by Riancho. Columbus had a 2-goal lead with a minute to go in the men's game, the last game we called. If you remember that.
I do. I do. But I think this is a little different. These girls feel in control.
They pretty much have been in control this whole game. Gerald. How many times have I said her name wrong? One day I will get it.
Notice I'm not even trying, so.
I had to
Good
get clarification.
Play off the wall.
Oh, and there's a goal.
And she slides it in.
Stephanie Quintanilla cuts into this lead. It's now 6-3.
Clever ball off the wall. She drew the defender towards her, which took her out of play on that angle. The way she played off the wall there right into the box. She knew she had the runner. That was intelligent play.
The score is 6-3 now. That's Quintanilla's first goal in the season. And Fayetteville regroups. Underwood
keeping her legs under.
And Fayetteville knows they got to play aggressive with 3.5 minutes to go in the game, down by 3 goals. Leggert.
Yeah, Columbus can't run out of legs here. They've stayed aggressive.
Montez over to Leggert. That's Jennifer Montez. Fighting for it with Gray.
And we have the call for Columbus.
Free kick. Less than 3 minutes to go. Here we go. There's a header out of play. Anticipation by Legart. but it goes out of play, and it'll be another free kick. And Olivia Gerald's going to take this. Actually, Goss is going to take this. And Olivia Gerald!
Oh, good save.
It's a good save by Uglioshi, but Gerald's got a strike on her foot. It was just right on target.
It was. She set herself up with a good touch out in front. And
well, say what you want. Olivia Gerald's had an outstanding game with 3 points, 2 goals, 2 assists. On those 2 assists, they could have easily been goals, but she chose to pass to her teammates.
Well, it was the smart decision, the good decision, and she knew exactly what she wanted to do. She wanted a goal for her team.
Absolutely. Anna Boda dumped into the wall, the side wall there. There's a nice pass to Olivia Gerald. Takes her time, a couple touches behind the foot, and right at Uglioshi. Left-footed strike. There wasn't a whole lot of room between Uglioshi and the goal.
Nah, she took the cut behind, took it down to the outside. It's as you say, it's a low percentage shot. You don't have the angle. Keeper's near post when you're going near post, but when she's that quick with it, you never know what's going to happen.
We are a minute to go in this game. Columbus leading Fayetteville 6-3. Harrison, it's been a very exciting game.
Oh, it has. It's been fun to watch. Crowd is into it, and we've got
it was an almost attempt there by Fayetteville, and Columbus. Columbus answers right back, but time is ticking away. Fayetteville does not have many scoring opportunities.
Coming down on 30 seconds.
Time is not on their side. And we will have a free kick.
We're Rapids till we die.
Nice save by Riancho. And Harrison, I do believe this is the most goals that Columbus has scored in a game so far this season. 4 seconds.
Well,
3. Could they go for 7? Off the wall.
Oh, what an end.
Kalia Yutzi almost could have got it right at the buzzer. But that's it. Your final score, the Columbus Rapids win. They get their second. Let me correct myself. They get their second game of the season, defeating the Fayetteville Fury as they get the revenge game after losing to Fayetteville in the opener. And they are now 2-5 on the season. Fayetteville drops to 1-5. And now Columbus takes over 3rd place in the NISL.
Yeah, I think they're finally finding their stride. They've made the right hires, you might say. The team's coming together, and now, you know, at this point in their season, their first season, I think they're looking to make their name really set a new precedent for themselves and style. Boy, did they play with style.
Well, Harrison, we had just about everything in this game. We had a first goal by Brianna Conley. We had Megan Byers get a goal, and she hasn't scored since the first goal in the inaugural season. We had Casey Hall get 2 goals. Olivia Gerald got a goal. And also had 2 assists. And then, of course, Danielle Gray, who changed her jersey.
Yeah.
She wears number 16. She was wearing number 19 out there.
Unconfirmed. I mean, my eyes aren't that good from here.
Harrison, I was texting other people on the Rapid staff.
Oh, well, you're
who
better
is
than me.
number 19? Because she was playing a lot of minutes, and we wanted to make sure we got her name right.
There we go.
All right, we are approximately 20 minutes away from the men's game between the undefeated Fayetteville Fury. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break, and then we will come back with the men's match.
With Beam's internet speeds getting faster and faster, you'll want to explore every last corner of the internet. So you're going to need a bigger screen. You can watch anything with over 175 channels. So you're probably going to need a bigger couch. Plus, with the $500 you'll save when you bundle 250 meg internet with Digital Advantage TV, well, you're definitely going to need a bigger wallet for all your extra money. And that means bigger smiles for everyone. Move forward with Beam, your hometown provider.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify Intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want, automatically. Just imagine, no more dead zones, no more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam. There's regular Wi-Fi.
Welcome back to the Columbus Civic Center as we are moments away from the start of the men's team versus the Fayetteville Fury. I'm Richard Holdridge along with Harrison Davis.
Great to be here. Fun atmosphere. Had a great women's game. Men are going to look to carry that energy forward. Let's see where they go with it.
I got the starting lineup, of course, the goalkeeper Freddie Zamudio, the captain Roger Castellano is in the starting lineup along with Brandon Cervantes, Niall Torricelli, Manny Chavez, and Daniel Duran. As head coach Eddie Miranda says a few words to his team in Fayetteville. Fayetteville is a very impressive team. I mean, they have a lot of even play. They have a lot of players that are capable of scoring goals, to include Nate Brady. You also have Yamil Gracia. And so right now they have, I'm looking at 6 players all tied with the lead in goals. So they have balance and they're able to capitalize. Cameron Steele's got 2 goals. Gutierrez has got 2 goals. You got Garner with 2 goals. So they get balance from just about everybody. They have depth too.
Yeah, clearly they found the right formula coming into this season. Inaugural season, Columbus seems to be taking time to find their footing, find the right players. But I think Columbus will be hungry to show what they can do.
And who else but Nate Brady to kick off? Very appropriate. as Fayetteville kicks it off, and we're underway here at the Civic Center. Gutierrez, Archie Phililter, back over to Kenneth Perkinson, the goalkeeper. Over to Brady. Jason McCartney, who had 2 goals against Columbus in that first game. Over to Castellano, back to Zamudio. Zamudio, and it goes out of play. And they're walking it back. It looks like we're going to have a free kick as Phililter is going to take it. Interesting note, Kenneth Perkinson is actually the assistant coach of the women's team. Nice save by Zamudio. Here comes Columbus on a counter. Niall Torricelli with some speed.
Didn't get the touch on it.
Daniel Duran with the deflection. Duran, Perkinson gets it. A header.
Yeah, I'd say that's why tell my kids, always follow it into the keeper, because you never know what kind of touch you can get on it. That was almost very dangerous.
Phililter. Back to Phililter. 1 touch, 2 touch, sets it up. McCartney, a left footer. Cervantes, dangerous. Daniel Duran clears it out. Good defensive play by Columbus to clear it out.
And already going to the substitutions.
And already Fayetteville controlling possession in this game. It's early. McCartney over to Phililter. Phililter.
But it's nothing new. I mean, we saw Columbus finding success last game, like absorbing pressure, not really getting a whole lot of time on the ball, but really being dangerous on the counter.
I'm impressed with Ethan Allure on defense so far. 2 headers, controlling his man, and making sure that nothing gets in the zone. Header on the boards. Deflection. Still in play for Fayetteville. Gutierrez being chased down. Chavez, Cervantes.
No foul.
Yeah, they're not going to call a foul. Perkinson now has it. A lob into the corner. McIntosh saved by Zamudio. Zamudio was outstanding in the Rome game. He had so many just impressive saves. Got Columbus their first victory of the season.
Yeah, he had my vote for man of the match.
Zamudio passed the yellow line. And goalies do that often to avoid the 3-line rule. We talked about that in the previous game. Steele. We have a counter for Fayetteville. Nice play, Nate Brady. He was in the same position where he scored that goal against Memphis.
Yeah, that ball didn't get out in front of him like he wanted. Couldn't wait for it to fall.
Necrasis checked into the game. Over to Braden Wood. Braden Wood, one of the leading goal scorers for Columbus. Necrasis, foot race. Jensen. Braden Wood, there's deflection. It's in the corner, Perkinson. And there's an opportunity. Perkinson gets right back there. Necrasis with an opportunity. Long throw. Here comes Clayton Adams.
Oh, heavy touch. He'll lose it.
There's a lob, played off the chest. Dribbles it. Castellanos. Valanta.
Rapids may be lucky there.
Castellanos. And that hits that almost hit the scoreboard?
I think it went straight around.
Straight around. I can't tell if this angle, but it was high enough. Oswaldo Valencia comes into this game. I'm very impressed with his defense. He's a good addition that the Rapids signed later in the season. Zamudio.
A difference maker.
Oh, Fayetteville's got an opportunity and a goal.
And it's a goal.
Dominick Jensen, the striker, at the 10:25 mark, and Fayetteville's up 1-0.
Well, unfortunately, that was just an error. When you give up the ball from the back like that, just a stray pass. I think he was searching for the ball over, didn't get enough height on it, but you can always expect a bad result from from that situation.
So Columbus is trailing in this game, 1-0. Clayton Adams back over to Zamudio. The lob pass out of play, Sam Lister. So the first goal of the match by Dominick Jensen, the talented forward out of the University of North Carolina Tar Heel.
And we just had a change at the back. He's getting his first touch on the ball this game.
Clayton Adams, who has experience in the MASL. There's several players with experience in the MASL. Oswaldo Valencia. Couple touches over to McIntosh. McIntosh back to Clayton Adams. Adams lobbed into the corner. Played by Melendez. There's a fight for it. McCartney gets it right back and kicks it back to Perkinson. Lister over to McCartney. Melendez. Valata into the corner for Melendez. Fayetteville is a very patient team. I mean, they have discipline and they're able to get possession easily, and Columbus is got to just anticipate and get some opportunities.
Yeah, well, if they drop defensive coverage like they did a second ago, I don't even think he realized how open he was, or he might have shot. Columbus are going to have to be tight, composed, and aggressively stepping the ball in defense.
We have multiple line changes from both teams. 8 minutes to go in the first period. And that is kicked out of play. Free kick coming up for Fayetteville. Brady takes it over to Phililter. Back over to Perkinson. Played by Jensen. Phililter. Fayetteville playing the possession game with the 1-goal lead. Phililter. Castellano, that was very close. It hit the post. It was just wide. Took a bad deflection. That could have easily went in off a deflection.
Yeah. Especially with all the spin on the ball.
Foot race for it, 50-50 ball, but Zamudio scoops it up. And you can hear the crowd saying, Zamudio. Cervantes, we have an opportunity. Brandon Cervantes, foot race. Still not out of the zone. Columbus has an opportunity. Austin Anderson.
Drops it back, look to switch.
Dropping it back over to Zamudio. How aggressive does Columbus play in this final couple minutes in this first period? Already down 1-0. Daniel Duran over to Anderson. Niall Torricelli, he's already got 2 goals on the season. Austin Anderson.
Ooh, couldn't get his feet under him, took a real heavy touch. That could have been a great opportunity.
Columbus knows the opportunities will come if they just weather the storm. Here comes Brady, and he's starting to get like, that's his shot now, is just playing it off the volley.
Yeah, well, as you were saying it, that Columbus gives up the opportunity. It doesn't matter how many you create if you leave openings for the other team.
That's the player that Columbus has to watch, because he had some big goals against Memphis. We already talked about the highlight reel from that first game. There's a header, and now Fayetteville has a possibility, but we're going to get a whistle. And here we go. We're going to get Zamudio to kick it with 5:20 left to go in the first period. McIntosh, deflection off Fayetteville. McIntosh kicks it right back to Zamudio. There's a header by Allure.
Decent ball over, but again, Columbus is stuck between counterattacks on both sides. They're going to have to find this game in one half or the other.
If Columbus anticipates the counter, then they can get an opportunity. As Fayetteville has been down in their territory, Castellanos off the wall, and there was a shot attempt. It just took a bad deflection off the foot of Velata.
Yeah, just a reactionary shot there. Columbus may be lucky he didn't get a good foot on it.
And Clayton Adams clears it out of the zone. The key is getting good touch, making sure that you set the tempo early, staying aggressive when necessary, and staying on point. Those are the keys. Phililter near side. Some
good hold-up defending.
And that's just a broken play. Ethan Allure, foot race. Ethan Allure, he's got two defenders, and he falls to the turf.
A little bit too much for him, but again.
Cameron Steele and Stephen McIntosh racing forward, and it goes out of play. We'll get a free kick, and we'll also get a line change.
Yeah, Fayetteville seem happy to let Columbus break out into their half, because they're sending the ball right back over into a dangerous one-on-one situation.
And there's another goal set up on a set piece. Sam Lister with the goal.
I think Columbus were paying about as much attention as I was.
But correct me, I believe Sam Lister, that's his first goal of the season. So we had Dominick Jensen score his first goal, Sam Lister scores his first goal, and Fayetteville is up 2-0 in the first period.
Yeah, the Rapids are going to have to adjust. Now's the time. You know it's not working.
Braden Wood over to Allure. Took a bad bounce and it goes out of play. Just didn't quite have the backspin. Free kick for Fayetteville.
Yeah, well, the key there is Fayetteville is pressuring up high and not giving us the chance to put the ball where we want it.
Perkinson at the center. Calls the offense. Perkinson lobs it into the corner. Deflection. Can Columbus get it out of the zone? Fayetteville did not have anybody back there, and then Oswaldo Valencia plays it and then kicks it out of play. But a smart play, because Fayetteville had the numbers. The position was a little off.
Yeah, there could have been something there for sure, but we'll never know.
And we also have another line change as we're under 2 minutes here in this first period. Jensen. Couple of touches, but a defensive play by Cervantes.
Good aggressive defending.
Valencia. Back over to. There's a shot off Braden Wood, and Zamudio has it. Those shots off the wall can be tricky. It just depends on what the spin is. It could take a bad angle.
Well, that's why you saw Zamudio really waiting to see not just the first bounce, but the second bounce. What's that ball going to do? He didn't want to overcommit and expose himself.
And a good job by McIntosh controlling it off the wall. And Zamudio can take his time with less than a minute to go in this first period. Zamudio right to the goalie. And the goalie, Perkinson, wastes no time. And here comes Fayetteville on a counterattack. Uses the wall. And it took a lucky bounce. And Columbus almost clears it. We're going to get a whistle.
Maybe a strategic foul there.
Gutierrez and Castellano were tangled up. Columbus anticipating the wall, playing the wall. And they have defenders back there, but we're also going to get a whistle.
Call for Columbus.
Free kick. McIntosh will take it with 10 seconds left to go. Zamudio. Daniel Duran, 1 second. And that is the sound of the horn. So after the first period, Fayetteville gets 2 goals by Lister. And we have a 2-0 lead as Columbus will have to get back. Jensen with a goal and Lister with a goal for Fayetteville. So we will get ready to start this second period. Harrison, what does Columbus have to do to regroup after that first period?
Well, they're having a hard time connecting through the midfield. Fayetteville is really just breaking up their play, not giving them a chance to make that second pass, that third pass, and getting them stuck right there, maybe third field, and dangerous balls. And then when Columbus starts to get a little frantic, maybe wants to play over the top, get it out, they're right back in it with a ball back over the top, one-on-one situations, and Fayetteville has been dangerous, been clinical in front of goal.
We'll be back with the start of the second period. You're listening to the Columbus Rapids on the National Indoor Soccer League's YouTube channel and Beam 7.
It seems like every provider says they have fast, reliable internet. Beam backs it up with real reviews from satisfied customers. So you can believe it when we say you'll get reliable internet speeds at a great value. Because we've been here for more than 50 years, committed to improving the way our community connects. Let us prove it to you. Switch now and we'll pay up to $200 to get you out of your contract. Dependable, affordable, local. You'll be amazed with Beam. Give us a call and find out why today.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify Intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want, automatically. Just imagine, no more dead zones, no more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam.
And we're back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Richard Holdridge on the call and Harrison Davis. Harrison, we are having fun up here. The women did win that first game 6-3. The men, they have a little bit of a hole, but they can climb out of this. They're down 2-0.
They can, but they're going to have to do something very different from that first quarter. Well, I say that. I take it back. A few better touches, a few better balls, some mistakes less, and we might be looking at a different game. But right now, Fayetteville is completely breaking up their game.
And Daniel Duran will kick off to start the second period. Austin Anderson over to Cervantes, back to Zamudio. Zamudio over to Duran. Cervantes controls it. Pass to Anderson.
Much better look
Clayton
into the middle.
Adams, that deflected off Cameron Steele. Clayton Adams with the strike, but defender was right there to play it. Perkinson. Columbus a little bit aggressive there.
Yeah, trying to take it into their half.
McCartney, a header, a couple of headers, and a score by Diego Vallata to make it 3-0.
Just another clinical finish. The moment that ball comes down to his feet, he's taking the shot and he put it in the most dangerous place, low and to the far post.
Harrison, what's impressed me about this Fayetteville team is they have 3 goals on players that have not scored yet on the season. And they had the 11-goal scoring barrage against Columbus. And they have balance from all these players.
Yeah, well, I think it also speaks to the nature of those goals. They all happened through loose balls, uncontrolled balls that Columbus just couldn't make fall their way in their own box, and it's falling to Fayetteville's feet.
Oh, that anticipation by Steele, that was an interception if I've ever seen one. And it's dumped in the corner. Bicycle kick and a header, and it goes out of play.
Over the post.
Over the post and out of play, and we will regroup. Zamudio with the throw in. Nice touch by McIntosh. Over to the captain, Castellano. Niall Torricelli. He's got 2 goals on the season. Necrasis.
Good turn.
And there's an opportunity. It was so close. McIntosh had an opportunity. The goalie was out of play. But we play on. Torricelli racing forward in the corner.
Plays it out to the middle.
Castellano over to Zamudio. McIntosh. McIntosh, one of the several players on the Rapids with MASL experience. Torricelli. And Fayetteville does not have the numbers, but they do have a breakaway. Dominick Jensen plays the corner. Couple of touches. Deflected. And played very well defensively by Columbus. Castellano plays it out and gives it over to McIntosh.
Good play into space. Back across the switch, no 3-line.
Valencia, Anderson, and deflected by Phil Ilter. And now we have a 2-on-2. Brady, he's going to dribble, and he's going to score. A left-footed strike by Nate Brady. Scores his 3rd goal on the season. And that was a beauty by Brady.
Yeah, Columbus getting the build-up play right now. However, just too slow, not clinical enough in the opponent's box. He needed to get that shot off and instead loses the ball to give up the goal.
And we're going to get a foul. It'll be a free kick for Columbus. Well, Harrison, a 4-goal deficit. I mean, they know what they got to do, but they just got to be patient, and they can get back into this game, but they got to get their first goal here. Chavez, very close.
Yeah, no, this game is not over.
Inches from the post. Well, the psychological, they knew they were defeated by this team 11-1.
Right. But they need to make sure that's not the direction they let this game go.
Corner. McIntosh. Clayton Adams. Adams had some pretty good opportunities. Ref, no call. McIntosh back to Zamudio. Zamudio takes it over to the center. There's a lob into the corner off the plexiglass. Valencia. And there was a race forward, but Perkinson gets it right back.
Yeah, good physical defending. Just kept his body there.
Here comes Fayetteville. Perkinson. 9:50 left to go here in the 2nd period. Fayetteville with a 4-goal lead. 3 of the goals came from first-time goal scorers. There's a nice deflection there by Mounty Chavez, anticipating it. And then we have a counter for Columbus. Foot race. Clayton Adams plays off the board. Oswaldo Valencia! Oh, just wide. If he had a better angle, he might have been able to squeeze that one in. It was a tight window. Melendez, near side. Couple dribbles. Passes it all the way across the field. Clearly, Fayetteville has controlled possession in this game.
And they're not in much of a hurry. Just going to search for that opening.
But Columbus has had some opportunities on counterattacks. They've played pretty well defensively. I mean, they've been disciplined on several opportunities for Fayetteville.
Yeah, but they've let too many slip, and they just haven't been clinical enough, as I've said, in front of goal. Their touch just hasn't quite gone their way, and they haven't had the speed and decisiveness in front of their opponent's goal.
Got a line change for Fayetteville. Melendez in the corner, a scoring opportunity. There's an opportunity, but broken up by Columbus. A good defensive play, and we're gonna get a whistle. 2 defenders were on Horatio Gutierrez, and now we're gonna have a free kick. And this is a time where Columbus has got to be disciplined. You don't want to surrender a goal on a set piece.
No, but also it's a great opportunity to come back on the counter.
Steele dribbles over to McCartney, and a deflection. Lister thought he had an opportunity, but Columbus disciplined enough for that deflection. Oh, it's stolen by Ethan Allure. Here comes Columbus on a counter.
And it's cut out.
And anticipated well by Steele, Lister. And here comes Chavez. Falls to the turf, hits the turf monster.
Little post-action contact there.
And he was running too, so he lost his balance and just falls to the turf. Fayetteville now has it with the 4-goal lead. Perkinson. That is not on point. It's in the corner. Castellanos gets it. We're going to get a whistle. And Fayetteville does not like the call. Free kick, Columbus.
Plays it in quick, but the pressure is still there. Over the top, 2 men.
Clayton Adams, nice pass off the wall. McIntosh in the corner. Here comes Clayton Adams.
Yes! What a finish!
Clayton Adams off the wall. And Columbus chips back into this lead for Fayetteville. They now trail 4-1.
Oh, that was really smart. Getting numbers up front, really just making the Fayetteville defenders busy, getting them tied up in the runners, and there he comes straight out of midfield with the one-touch shot, kept it low, on target. What a strike.
Clayton Adams' 2nd goal of the season. He's had some looks. Clayton Adams, I recognize the talent. I talked to Coach Miranda. The talent is there. He's got. Are we discussing something? We are discussing something out there. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a break while they discuss it. We can figure out what's going on. We have a timeout on the field. You're listening to the Columbus Rapids on the National Indoor Soccer League and Beam 7. All right, so we're back. So the goal counts. What, do they have VR in indoor soccer?
No, not here.
Because there was a question whether or not that was a goal or not, but it clearly was a goal.
Not gonna lie, I have no idea what they were trying to figure out there.
All I know is that was a sweet goal by Clayton Adams.
And yeah, that changes the energy now.
It gets Columbus back in this game too. They can chip away at this lead. Deflection off the wall, and it's out of play. So it's still early. They're down 4-1. If they're able to chip into this lead, that's all they got to do is just take it 1 goal at a time.
Well, yeah, they've proven themselves that Fayetteville has a weakness. They can be broken down, and boy, did they break them down.
Braden Wood. Necrasis. Columbus on the counter. Foot race. Cameron Steele falls to the turf monster.
Yeah, just one touch too many.
Little and a free kick. Archie Phil Ilter will take this free kick. Perkinson. A light touch to Steele. Steele, little give and go, dumped in the corner. 2 defenders on it, and back to Perkinson. Gives it back to Steele. A touch pass. Steele back to Phil Ilter. Uses the boards. Deflection was denied as Torricelli is right there defending.
Gets the turn inside.
Not out of the woods yet. Brady. Oh, he wanted that opportunity. Couldn't control it. That left-footed strike, he wanted it. You could tell he wanted it.
Yeah, he stepped to swing twice, and it just didn't fall the way he wanted.
Phil Ilter. Gutierrez back to Perkinson. 4 minutes left to go here in the second period. Torricelli off the boards, played beautifully by Braden Wood. And Ethan Allure, foot race, Nekrasis back to Allure. Columbus on a counter, foot race, Phil Ilter, and Allure uses the boards. Phil Ilter deflected by Perkinson. Still in play for Columbus. Braden Wood. Defensive play by Phil Ilter, good. Now back to Zamudio. Phil Ilter for Fayetteville, very aggressive on defense. Shot right at Perkinson.
Yeah, he was looking for time for the line changes.
Trying to get back into position. Gutierrez. Over to Brady. Brady back to Perkinson. Here comes Fayetteville on the offensive attack. Perkinson, they're taking their time, still with a 3-goal lead. And Columbus on defense, they got opportunities, and Valencia had an opportunity there with the goalie out of position to maybe try to get one in, try to sneak it in.
Yeah, it would have been cheeky.
Here comes Fayetteville, trying to break down this game. Valencia, nice couple of touches over to Castellano. Over to McIntosh. The 2 defenders, both with MASL experience, and they have been very good teammates, communicating with one another. They control that defensive line back there. Clayton Adams, and he anticipates it. He's the striker for this team. He's one of those players that he could score from any position, and he's been given some opportunities this season.
Yeah, playing right back right now.
Lister back to Perkinson. Well, you got 2 minutes left to go here in the first half, and Columbus is hanging around. They're not going to dictate the pace of this game. Zamudio with the save. They're going to make Fayetteville play their game. And that's what Columbus is trying to do, is you can feel confident going into halftime if you're only down by 3 goals. You got away. Clayton Adams, another shot.
A bit searching, but.
Well, Clayton Adams, he's going to get his shots. And he's going to try to get those opportunities as much as he can.
Yeah, you always got to wonder, was it a waste? But the one that goes in, we'll be screaming about.
You never know. Here comes Fayetteville, but Columbus has to play it smart defensively, and they do. They've use the boards to their advantage. Valencia, Cervantes, still not out of the woods as Fayetteville. On offense, there's a shot, and it's just wide. McCartney. And, yeah, the ref is going to finally call the whistle as McCartney and Adams were tied up. Little physical play. Free kick for Fayetteville.
You can see Boog, title sponsor down there, doesn't like it at all.
Yes, our super fan. Also one of the owners of the Rapids, but he is the most passionate fan that you will ever meet. Castellanos with a free kick, 35 seconds left to go. Perkinson lobs it right to Zamudio, and Zamudio with the throw.
Good touch around.
Nice, and Daniel Duran over to Austin Anderson. It just took a bad angle on his foot.
Yeah, it was played behind him. for safety. He couldn't play in front of him because of the defender, but it was too much for him to control.
10 seconds, 9. Velata, 5 seconds. Velata, is he going to try to get a shot off? And it doesn't look like it. It looks like we're going to halftime with the Fayetteville Fury leading the Columbus Rapids 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, Columbus would have had a lot to make up if the first quarter kept up, but they really, I think that they reset, fixed, maybe not their game plan, but really regrouped into the second quarter, and they're going to look to come out strong in the second half.
We'll be back with the start of the third quarter. You're listening to the Columbus Rapids on the National Indoor Soccer League's YouTube channel and Beam 7.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify Intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want, automatically. Just imagine, no more dead zones, no more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam.
Welcome back to the Columbus Civic Center. Richard Holdridge, Harrison Davis. The start of the third period. Columbus down 4-1.
Hey, I mean, Columbus has nothing to fear yet, but they're going to have to hit the gas a little bit, get back in this game, assert their dominance pretty quick here in the second half before things get frantic for them.
And they did get the one goal to cut into this lead by Clayton Adams, his second goal of the season.
Yeah, they left that half in a pretty good place energy-wise, but again, down 3, they're going to have to make something happen one way or another.
Gutierrez has it as Fayetteville gets the start. Phililter, the kickoff on the pitch to start this second half. Archie Phililter. Left-footed strike, it hits the wall and then deflects right to Clayton Adams, but he loses it by Jason McCartney. Over to Phililter. Same starting 4 and the same on the pitch. Starting 5. Header. It's the deflection. Zamudio anticipated it perfectly.
He just had himself in the right position.
Castellano. Back over to Zamudio. Zamudio likes to play out the box. It's like having a sixth defender.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He becomes that. He becomes another back, and lets the other guy push forward.
And as he's already at the center of the field, you got to be very smart about that, though, and you got to play back as much as you can. Yes. Cervantes. Deflection by Fayetteville. Castellano. McCartney and Steele were racing for it, and there's a foot race. Daniel Duran and McCartney. Castellano. Brady. Back over to McCartney. Chavez. Over to Gutierrez. Far side. Back to Gutierrez. Over to McCartney. And
steal.
Nice steal. And as Clayton Adams goes down. Clayton Adams had a breakaway, but and it's going to be a blue card now.
Yep.
So Columbus is now on the power play, down 4-1.
And maybe a smart foul, but now it's time for Columbus to make something of the extra
I'm going to
man.
do a basketball terminology because I used to do play-by-play in basketball. That was a clear path foul.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Clayton Adams had the breakaway. It would have been a one-on-one opportunity with the goalie. Allure. Nekrasis.
Needs to be a one-time shot there.
Played well by Fayetteville.
And the whistle.
And a whistle. No foul. It's going to be a free kick. Plays a little aggressive. You definitely don't want to have that when you're on the power play, committing a foul and making it a 4-on-4.
Yeah, and even if you don't get put in the box.
And you don't want to have a shorthanded goal either. Fernando Castellanos, it was a breakaway, and with the speed, and he anticipated it perfectly. And it caught us off guard because I'm thinking is a free kick for Fayetteville, and you know, Fayetteville took advantage.
I think we were all watching him tie his shoes there.
Shorthanded goal by the Fayetteville Fury.
Yeah, that is not what you want.
Fernando Castellanos. Here comes Stephen McIntosh. Ooh, nice little move by McIntosh. Chavez.
The body feint.
Good agility. Ethan Allure. Over to Cervantes.
Good dangerous ball in.
And
pushes him on the back.
Little push there. Refs are going to call it every time they see it. And Steele will have the free kick. We still have 16 seconds on the power play. Velada to Steele, back to Perkinson, and a volley lob near the boards. Fighting for it. 2 defenders for Fayetteville, but played well is Fayetteville. Steele trying to get the open lane into the corner. Phil Ilter broke it up nicely by Columbus defensively. Niall Torricelli over to Allure, back over to Chavez all the way, plays it to the other side. Chavez, Valencia. Allure back to Zamudio. Another line change. Castellanos comes back into the game. He's got an open lane, and he goes for the pass, but
he's there.
He had an open lane, and he has a shot. Saved by Perkinson. A dive save by Perkinson.
And Zamudio is going to look to switch it and play back in.
Allure dribbles. Little touch over to Chavez. He had a lane. Chavez, a left-footed strike off the post. Left-footed strike, and Chavez, with the energy, comes down, and he leaves the game. We'll have another line change. That sequence on that one play, after the play and then getting right back on defense. Chavez is a very versatile player. He can score goals and he can get on defense as it goes out of play. But I'm very impressed with the play of Oswaldo Valencia as well, as he's just been a beast down on the defensive side of the ball.
No doubt.
Clayton Adams with the free kick. Valencia. Cervantes. Defended well by Fayetteville, and Gutierrez has it, clears it out. And now Fayetteville has a counterattack. What a play by Chavez defensively.
Body on the line.
A slide tackle, too.
That turf ain't soft. It cuts right into your skin.
Phililter. Fans getting pumped up for this game.
Yeah, well, everyone here knows Columbus needs to find something quickly.
Plays it off the wall. It's just a bad bounce for Fayetteville. Columbus takes advantage. Clayton Adams, it's a foot race. He's got the speed. Dribble. Adams shot off the wall. And still in play. Adams setting up the offense. Valencia. And Fayetteville anticipates it perfectly. Brady, foot race, crashes into the corner. Jensen and McIntosh fighting for it. Cervantes comes over to help. And it clears out to Cervantes. Loses it a little bit, but back over to Lister. Lister over to Melendez. 7:46 left to go in the third period. Fayetteville leading Columbus 5-1. Perkinson. So the thing is that Columbus, I mean, they know how to play. They know how to play this game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they know that what they need to do to get back into this game is just play committed, defensively and use the opportunities. And that's a save by Zamudio. That was an unbelievable save. Falling down and diving.
Yeah, if the Rabbits can find a way back in this game, that could be a turning point. He just kept them going.
That could be the turning point that keeps the Rapids in this game, fires up this crowd, and gets Columbus a chance to keep this close and get back into this game. Clayton Adams. He's got the strike. He's got the foot for. There's a block save by Perkinson. Over to Allure. Ethan Allure, fancy footwork. Shot off the wall. Wide left. Columbus on the power play. 1:33 left to go. Daniel Duran. Back over to McIntosh. Ethan Allure. Over to Clayton Adams. Left-footed strike off the post. Allure deflected by Castellanos. And Fayetteville on the counter, but it's anticipated perfectly by Clayton Adams.
Yeah, does well to step in front, gets his body there.
Minute to go on the power play. Zamudio has it. We'll have a couple of line changes. Ethan Allure, shot off the hands of Perkinson and out of play.
Columbus, we've got whistles. They wanted to play quick.
Oh yeah, they're gonna play quick, a free kick over it'll be a corner kick. Chavez will take it.
Drop it back across the center.
McIntosh.
Tried the left-footed shot. It's not there.
Niall Torricelli, Chavez. They have an opportunity here if they can take advantage, especially with the extra man. And
a little too much force on the back.
And we have a Fury player down with 20 seconds left to go on the power play. The whistle stops as the teammates attend to the Fury player. Believe that is number 2, Fernando Castellanos, out of Creighton University in Nebraska. And we will have a free kick coming up with 5:12 left to go in the third period.
Yeah, there is still time, but
here's Brady and McIntosh. Phililter back over to Brady. Columbus anticipating it perfectly on defense. Fayetteville did not have the numbers, and they'll just play it back. 2 seconds, 1 second, power play over, back to full strength. And Brady back to Perkinson. Brady does have a goal in this game. He's leading the team with 3 goals. Perkinson. A couple of touches. Over to Phililter, to Perkinson. A lob into the corner, played off McIntosh and scooped up by Zamudio.
Zamudio plays it right out the other end, doesn't get it to him though.
And he's quick with the throw in, and Ethan Allure gives it over to Chavez. Chavez has 3 defenders on him, deflected by Fayetteville, and they're gonna take advantage. Dumps into the corner, and Zamudio plays it off his chest and passes it over to Chavez. 4 minutes left to go in the third period. Columbus trying to take advantage of some opportunities. Counterattacks, just playing disciplined defense, and they can take advantage of some breakaways.
Well, let's hope, but that they're gonna need to do more with their opportunities. They've shown that they can get in on Fayetteville's box, but they have to take clean shots.
Torselli, bicycle kick off the boards, deflected by Perkinson. And Fayetteville gets it right back. Phil Ilter. Cervantes with some defense. Still not out of the woods, gives it back to Perkinson.
I think they got in each other's way there. Neither could get the angle on their own steal.
Well, I also think that Columbus has been playing aggressively, and it's not allowing Fayetteville to get any opportunities that they want at this point. I mean, yes, it is 5-1, but Fayetteville has got strikers. They have a lot of depth. Their leading goal scorer has 3 goals.
Right.
I mean, we've seen the scoring barrage they put on Columbus on that opening game.
Yeah, with all that attacking power, I would agree Columbus is doing a good job to contain them, but it's containing them is not a strategy for winning when you're 4 down.
Because you need goals. Containing them's one thing, but you got to get some goals.
And that's where Fayetteville will be comfortable letting Columbus press up, get numbers up, and looking to put it out of reach with a turnover and a quick ball over the top.
And Fayetteville can play the possession game as well.
That's right. If Columbus doesn't press, doesn't pressure, they'll just hold it.
Clayton Adams. Here comes Columbus. He dumps it into the boards.
Miscue run across the middle.
Lester. A shot and a save by Zamudio.
Yeah, good turn, good shot there on the volley.
Well, Dominick Jensen, who already has a goal in this game, was hoping for his second goal. Just a very low percentage shot. Not really anything you could do about that. Allure, McIntosh, Castellanos hits the turf.
Foul.
No foul. Yeah, ref's going to play on. Valencia, Oswaldo Valencia, he's playing on. Valencia, shot, and it's off the post.
Just high.
Just high off the post. I am impressed with Valencia's ability to curl or bend the ball, kicking the ball on the inside of his foot. That's one of my favorite shots in soccer. Clayton Adams, and a save by Perkinson. Castellanos, less than a minute to go in the third period. Perkinson, little physical play there. You got 2 defenders for Columbus. The speed of Clayton Adams gets it right back to Anderson.
And Columbus playing out of the back with 35 seconds.
Zamudio says, I got this. In the corner, Cervantes. Does Columbus have an opportunity? Cervantes, bad angle. There's a shot and a save. Anderson with the shot, Perkinson with the save, 18 seconds.
Yeah, he wasn't willing to take that with his left, and he just had didn't have good body positioning to really get a good foot on it.
Perkinson, 6 seconds. Played by Cervantes. There's the horn. And we've played 3 quarters here at the Columbus Civic Center. 1 quarter to go, and the Fayetteville Fury lead the Columbus Rapids 5-1.
Yeah, I mean, game's pretty simple at this point. 5 goals to score. They're going to have to be pretty close to perfect in this final period.
And hey, our great sponsor at Go Jump Slide doing the 3rd quarter jump around, and these fans are loving it. This is a time that we can recognize our sponsors of Columbus Rapids Soccer. Chattahoochee Scuba. We also have Boog's Cards, which is on the front of the jersey. Applebee's, fancy like Applebee's. Pepsi, and the fine folks at Houston Clinic. Thank you for supporting Rapids Soccer. Back for a quick break. You're listening to Columbus Rapids on the National Indoor Soccer League's YouTube and Beam 7.
With Beam's internet speeds getting faster and faster, you'll want to explore every last corner of the internet. So you're going to need a bigger screen. You can watch anything with over 175 channels. So you're probably going to need a bigger couch. Plus, with the $500 you'll save when you bundle 250 meg internet with Digital Advantage TV, well, you're definitely going to need a bigger wallet for all your extra money. And that means bigger smiles for everyone. Move forward with Beam, your hometown provider.
There's regular Wi-Fi, and there's new Magnify Intelligent Wi-Fi from Beam. It learns which devices use more data and knows when to push more speed to the rooms you want, automatically. Just imagine, no more dead zones, no more battles over bandwidth. No doubt this is the way whole home Wi-Fi is meant to be. Intelligent. Magnify your internet with Beam. There's regular.
And we're back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Richard Holdridge, Harrison Davis. We're glad that you are joining us on this fine evening here in the Fountain City. We are ready for the start of the fourth period as Columbus will kick it off. Harrison, it's 5-1. Columbus, they know what they got to do. They got to get to work if they want to cut into this lead.
And straight to work they go.
And they've switched sides as Columbus is going from right to left. Daniel Duran.
Can't keep the volley down.
It was a bad angle too, Braden Wood. Although I believe that number 7, believe that is Braden Wood. Torricelli, and goal was out. Goalkeeper was out of place. Daniel Duran, deflection. He had the open lane. And we have a player for Fayetteville that hits the turf. See, anytime Columbus has the open lane, it's one of those moments where they have this golden opportunity. I mean, I know that Fayetteville is going to play in the right place at the right time. Their defenders are going to be in the right place at the right time. And I always look at that as just, they'll get the other scoring opportunity. I mean, the breaks will come.
Well, what can you say? I mean, Columbus has had their opportunities, no doubt. They've created good opportunities. They've put themselves in dangerous places, but they have not finished. And that's what makes goals.
But you also they're playing Fayetteville tough. Fayetteville's the best team in the league. They're undefeated. They beat the Memphis Americans twice. Now, they got to take on Memphis the next 2 games, Friday and Saturday. So after this game, they're going to hop on a bus and go up what used to be Highway 78 from going through Birmingham all the way up to Memphis. I think it's I-15 or something. But I used to live in Tennessee, so I should know all about the highways in Tennessee. But yeah, they're going to be getting on a bus and heading to Memphis right after this game. So it's going to be a challenge.
Well, yeah.
Rapids are on the power. No, Fayetteville's on the power play. That I was told. So
yes.
Let's see if Columbus can kill this penalty. Lister, Phil Ilter, back over to Perkinson.
It certainly would be galvanizing to get a goal down a man just like was done to them.
McIntosh. And anytime you're on the power play and the goalie plays outside the box like he is, it feels like it's a 6-on-4.
Right.
I mean, that's a huge advantage for Fayetteville. And if Columbus is smart, they might be able to take advantage and could get one, but their shot has to be on target. I mean,
yeah, you see he wanted it there, but
Lister. Phil Ilter. Deflection off the wall. Ethan Allure. Not the shot he wanted. He was trying to get it out of the zone and just took a bad deflection off his foot. McIntosh. Brady. Well defended, and Zamudio.
Yeah, it was good pressure. Not diving, not giving him the inside.
Well, Columbus knows who they need to defend. They need to mark Brady because they've seen everybody in this league watches all the other teams on the YouTube channels.
Mm-hmm.
So they know that Brady, what he's capable of. Steal, header, and there's a header, other side of the wall, and cleared out of the zone by Brandon Cervantes, and it goes out of play. The discipline, but Brandon Cervantes.
15 seconds on the power play. That was a smart clearance.
Because Columbus is going to kill this penalty. I mean, that's important. These teams, Fayetteville, Memphis, they're all relentless on the power play. Deflection off Ethan Allure, and it goes out of play.
And power play is over.
And we are back at full strength. And we also will have a free kick as Cameron Steele, the Penn State Nittany Lion out of the Big Ten, is taking this penalty kick, this free kick.
Yeah, and when we look back at this game, I think we'll see set pieces have made the difference for Fayetteville.
And a deflection off Columbus and off the wall, and then Fayetteville's got to regroup. And the discipline by Columbus offset pieces is to be at the right place at the right time, because sometimes it takes a lucky deflection.
Yeah, well, they got caught sleeping not once.
McCartney, Phil Ilter,
maybe
save.
A little handball.
Possibly. That was Tim Williams with the shot attempt, Zamudio with the save. Like the Columbus Rapids, all these other teams in the National Indoor Soccer League are signing new players. Mm-hmm. Some of these players are not, they were not on the roster when I was calling the first game on the opener against Columbus when Columbus played Fayetteville. Necrasis.
And that's going to continue. I mean,
Chavez, yeah.
Searching for that.
Searching for that talent that could be hidden in the MASL or the Premier Arena Soccer League.
And of course there's talent. There's lots of talent, but you want that right player, and you'll.
Ooh, Chavez has an opportunity. Here's Chavez over to Clayton Adams. It took a usual deflection. He was hoping for a clean deflection and possibly a goal opportunity.
Yeah, I think it came up on the half volley and just popped up on him.
Sometimes you could play the wall to your advantage. You're purposely hitting the wall so it could volley at the right place at the right time, but you got to time it perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Time and place, of course.
Gutierrez over to Perkinson. Over into the corner.
Not giving him the turn.
McCartney.
Finding open space.
One thing about McCartney, he scored the first 2 goals in that first game that Fayetteville played Columbus. Those are there's the score. And
wow.
That was the perfect pass. Perfect shot. Tim Williams, he gets his goal after he had an opportunity before.
Yeah, that was 3 perfect touches to set that up. It doesn't get much prettier than that.
And it's now 6-1. And like I said, that's the 4th player that's gotten their first goal of the season. This Fayetteville team has depth. They have goal scorers all across the roster.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Columbus is not playing a bad game. They've not rolled over, but
Clayton Adams.
They haven't made the most of their opportunities, and Fayetteville has and will always. They have everything that they need.
I tell you, with Clayton Adams, you can't blink because he can score anywhere in the vicinity of the yellow line. He is just that dangerous of a striker.
Exactly.
You got McIntosh. A little collision there, but Valata gets it right back. to Lister.
You got to be careful being aggressive from behind, but that was clean.
There's a volley pass. It's played right to Columbus's advantage off the boards. Clayton Adams uses the boards to his advantage. Here comes a breakaway. Clayton Adams, shot and a save by Perkinson. I love how Clayton Adams actually played it off the boards, knowing it's going to play back to himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pass to yourself.
Very smart play, and he had a pretty good opportunity there. Yeah, Niall Torricelli getting a
little handsy,
a little aggressive there, but we're going to get a free kick. Fayetteville. Less than 8 minutes to go in the game. Archie Phililter. One thing about him, he had a goal off a set piece that made it 3-1 in that opener. And it was off a deflection. I was watching that. I rewatched that game so I could prepare for this game. There was a lot of breaks that Fayetteville got in the beginning, and it was the difference because they were able to open the floodgates, and that's why they scored and made it 11-1. But this is a different team.
It is, and I think Columbus watched those videos too. We saw last game a total change of strategy. Staying composed on defense, absorbing pressure. It looked like maybe they were trying to break back out and create some offense this game, but Fayetteville broke that up early, and once they got on top, it really wasn't Columbus's game.
Well, do you think they were watching film and say, okay, we need to keep an eye on this guy, we need to keep an eye on that guy? Because you look at the leading goal scorers, you have 4 players that scored their first goal. Oh, and here comes Columbus on a counter.
Got to make something of this.
Durant, shot off the post. McIntosh, shot. Wood. And Fayetteville. You have 2 players for Columbus to go down, and Fayetteville just were at the right place at the right time defensively.
I think that sums up the day they're having.
The breaks are going the Furies' way. Cervantes. Phililter. And that is going to take an unlucky bounce and go off the wall. No backspin on it.
Yeah, and sometimes it hits those little bumps, those seams, and the ball just dies, just sits right there. Sometimes it makes contact with the boards that are sitting on.
Durant!
Oh, again, not quick enough with the shot.
Again, Fayetteville right where they needed to be. That was a clear handball. It'll be a free kick for Fayetteville. 5:36 left to go in the game. And the Fayetteville Fury leading the Columbus Rapids 6-1. Just a reminder, we have 3 games and 3 nights next week, President's Day weekend. So get ready for that, and we get to play all 3 teams in the NISL.
Yeah, that'll be a fun weekend.
Looking forward to that. That is one of those weekends where, the teams can actually make some moves here in this league, gain some ground in the standings.
Absolutely, especially drop your first game, fine, but if you've got legs and you've got depth in your squad, then those next 2 games, maybe you try to take advantage of everyone else being just as tired.
We'll start seeing the depth play in those games. 4:40 left to go. Braden Wood, little deflection, and Archie Phililter hits the turf. Refs are going to blow the whistle.
Yeah, he just caught him up from behind a little bit.
And the momentum had him carry over, and he falls to the turf. It's going to be a free kick for Fayetteville.
And the Fayetteville coach maybe looking for a little more.
And as always, we are going to keep it here as we do have a timeout. So what we are going to do is talk about the pace of this game. I mean, this is a game that, Columbus has hung in there. They know what the Fayetteville Fury is capable of. Best team in the league, undefeated at 5-0. They took it to Memphis, scored 7 goals on the Memphis Americans. they actually, the changing of the guard in the NISL has come through Fayetteville now, because the Memphis Americans were that team. They were going into that series undefeated. And Fayetteville, taking advantage of the home field advantage, were able to get both wins. We might see a different scenario as Fayetteville is getting ready to travel to Memphis for 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, for Columbus, they'd have loved to have broken that streak, but plenty of positive takeaways for them.
But I'm actually excited. They get to play Fayetteville on the road twice. They have a makeup game February the 24th. And I was GPSing like how far Fayetteville, North Carolina is from Columbus to see if maybe we could possibly do a road trip.
Yeah.
I know that some of the ownership group and some of the fans have gone up to Memphis, but that would be fun. I've never been to Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Yeah, maybe get a little fan bus.
Maybe get some swag. Gutierrez off and finally get to meet the talented play-by-play and color commentators of the Fayetteville Fury. I don't even know who they are. I'd like to meet them someday, but I mean, I've already know the Memphis guys. I mean, we talk all the time. And so it's nice to actually, network with the other play-by-play announcers in the league.
Heck yeah.
And then hopefully someday the Rome Gladiators will have a broadcast team. Change in goalie, Nia Torricelli. Stephen McIntosh over to Torricelli. And that was just a bad deflection. It goes out of play.
Yeah, you wanted that off the board, dropping down into the middle there.
But I'll have to look at the history and what Niall Torricelli's history is at goalie, but this is kind of, now it's going to be Zamudio. I was actually getting kind of excited. We have an extra striker out there that happens to be the goalie.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a designed play, if you will.
Yes, like in football when they break out the Wildcat.
Yeah.
There goes Castellano over to Zamudio, back to Castellano. Less than 3 minutes to go in this game. Castellano over to Austin Anderson, the talented. All right, now we're switching out goalies. And it's crashed into the board. Yeah, Austin Anderson, the amateur from LaGrange College. Chavez, deflection. Torricelli, nice touch.
He's back in.
Over to Anderson. Gutierrez, Castellanos. And it's very, he knew what he was trying to do.
Yeah,
there was an open goal, and he's like, I'm going to go for it.
We're all just watching that one sail.
Here comes Chavez, near side, dribbles a little bit more. He's got to take it all the way to the yellow line, and there's almost an opportunity.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out, but I'm just going to reiterate.
I think Columbus really wants to get another goal here. They're going to play aggressive.
But they've created opportunities all game. They've shown that they can be dangerous.
Good stop by Torricelli. I think the strategy is let's get a goal, make it 6-2. And that's why they have Torricelli in there at goalie. And there's a shot attempt by Torricelli.
His strikers fell asleep, though.
I mean, this is what we see in hockey where they pull the goalie. And that was very close. And it did not hit. It did not get in. It was so close. Columbus could take advantage. Valencia. And deflected header by Torricelli. Minute to go. Chavez behind the dribble. Steal.
And
Vallata. A volley. A touch. And we're going to get a foul.
A little too strong. 47 seconds.
And it will be a free kick for Cameron Steele. As the clock continues to run, Fayetteville will remain undefeated in the NISL. 34 seconds. Lister back to Steele. Steele dribbles off Castellanos. Torricelli, I tell you, Torricelli's got some talent as a goalie. I mean, I'm wondering if he's ever played goalie. I'll have to look up in his bio.
I have no idea, but he's having a little
He's
bit
having
of fun now.
Yeah, they're having fun. They are having fun out there.
Yeah, that's all you can do now.
Deflection. Oh, Ethan Allure.
Another example of Columbus's finishing today.
Trying to pad the stats. You got to finish. But the Fayetteville Fury come into the Fountain City and they get the victory and remain undefeated in the NISL at 6-0. Columbus falls to 1-6, and they will take on Memphis, Fayetteville, and Rome all next week. I don't know when they're playing which team in order, but Fayetteville, I'm guessing they go up to the Landers Center against Memphis. I'd be shocked if they win both games in Memphis.
I was about to say, if they're going to drop a game this season, it's one of those. It's got to be. All the teams are going to be hunting.
They clearly had the home field advantage when Memphis came to Fayetteville. Those two teams are evenly matched, and I think you have goal scorers on Memphis, you have goal scorers at Fayetteville. I'm actually looking forward to watching those two games. I'm going to sit at home and enjoy watching the broadcast team of Jeff Brightwell and Tim Van Horn call those Memphis Americans games against Fayetteville. And I really appreciated the broadcast last weekend by the guys, I don't even know their names, but the guys from Fayetteville when they called the Memphis game as well.
Yeah. Well, that's it for this one.
Yep. Your final score, Fayetteville 6, Columbus 1. Remember, the Columbus Rapids women's team was able to get their second victory of the season and defeat Fayetteville 6-3. Harrison, your final thoughts before we close and head over to Ivy Park.
Fayetteville broke Columbus's game plan early. From there, they had the chances. They just couldn't find the back of the net, and it only gets worse from there. Once you're falling behind, you lose the advantage, and Fayetteville was able to have their way. But a lot of positive play to take forward into this weekend, this next weekend, and I'd like to see them put a strong showing on the road, or not on the road. 3 games back to back.
3 games in 3 nights. That is going to be crazy. And if you think that I'm going to get up here, which I will, I'm up for this. I'm up for the challenge to do a play-by-play 3 nights. 3 days and 3 games and 3 nights. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to next weekend, especially seeing the co-ed tournament. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there show off your soccer skills.
Just don't expect me to have any breath left to talk about soccer.
All right. Well, thank you again, and thank you for all you people that have been watching us on the National Indoor Soccer League's YouTube channel. For Harrison Davis, I'm Richard Holdridge saying so long from the Columbus Civic Center. Once again, your final score, Fayetteville 6, Columbus 1. We'll catch you back here next week. Bye, everybody.
Night.